go. Let's fucking go. Yep. Aye. Perfection. Whoopsie doodles. We're waiting for Silva to get here. Penis. While we wait for... Let's just grab the... Oh. You should put your hair in a ponytail. Fun fact, I'm not particularly... Okay, fun fact, I'm not particularly fond of having my hair up like that, but anyway, welcome to Wonder After Dark. Previously on this show, and previously on the Marvel show, aka the Marvel Multiverse, we were introduced to a hot Canadian man. You should break your hair. Anyway, previously we were introduced to a hot Canadian, I am so glad that Opiup doesn't watch these because, oh my god. That wasn't even offensive, but I feel like he'd get offended, because Indian. Anyway, previously, we were introduced to a hot Canadian man. There totally was not anything that came before this. Afterwards, we took a little detour into Sadsville and got a little sad. Actually, we got very sad. But then we went right... Not even joking. Yeah. I actually didn't know that. Anyway, then we went back to Funnyville and had a laugh. Now, where Deadpool 2 left off, he went on a fun little time travel adventure and basically undid the events of this movie. Some of the... I'm shocked. I don't even know what I am, honestly. Like, I'm not kidding. Like... No, like, I'm not saying that as a joke. I just genuinely don't know what I am. Like, what my heritage is. So happy. People have said... You're a squall. People, including one bitch who I am not going to name no matter what, but people have said I look Hispanic. So if I have a bit of Mexican in me, I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, but then we went back to Funnyville. In Deadpool 2, Deadpool basically undid the events of the entire film. That same year, this happened, but let's forget about that. After 6 long years, Deadpool is back. Deadpool and Wolverine. Yes, I am whiteface. Anyway, Deadpool and Wolverine. Released today. The triumphant sequel to Deadpool 2. Eye Patch Wolverine. iCarly. Anyway. Alright. I'm waiting for this page to load. Okay, there we go. It was taking its sweet ass time. Anyway. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I don't, because I've never. Okay. I was going to save this till after I read about the movie, but I'm going to go ahead and say it now. I've seen the movie. Spider has seen the movie. Sylv has not. And while Sylv has also not seen Hasselhoff, minor spelling mistake. Anyway, I've seen the movie. Spider has not. Or Spider has not. I'm stupid. I've seen the movie. Spider has seen it. Sylv has not. Then again, Sylv has also not. I didn't mean to say has not. I'm stupid. Hasselhoff. Hoof job. Anyway. I love how that's just a recurring gag on this show now. Used to be something we would get mad at. Now it's just something we all three collectively laugh at. Friends. Anyway. I love my small friend group that's held on a thin thread by life support. Anyway, I was fired from my hoof job. Rip. Okay, anyway. But anyway, 2 out of 3 have seen the movie. 3 being Sylv has not. Granted, Sylv has also not seen Deadpool 1 or 2. I assume you have seen Logan. I haven't seen any. Have you seen Logan, at least? I know you haven't seen Deadpool 1 or 2, but have you at least seen Logan? I have not seen Logan. Okay, so we're going to have to get creative. Anyway, as much as I would absolutely love to talk spoilers today, the movie just came out today, and I don't want to be the heartless ass X-Men 1, 2, and Origins Wolverine. So you're pure. That go... Anyway, back on topic. Alright, as much as I would love to talk spoilers, I don't want to be the heartless asshole that spoils the movie on release day. I don't care if you spoil. Okay. I read Wikipedia anyway. Oh, hey, I'm doing that too. Anyway. It was a fake spoil, but... Oh, yeah. Is that just a recurring theme in my little pool of people? I swear, my brother does it, you do it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to pretend that I didn't. Does Batman die? No, but he doesn't have ears. Therefore, he's stupid. Anyway. Now, although Sylv said he doesn't care, I'm still going to remove that. Just in case. Anyway. Deadpool and Wolverine is a 2024 American superhero film. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that either. But anyway, Deadpool and Wolverine is a 2024 American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics featuring the characters Deadpool and Wolverine. Produced by Marvel Studios, Maximum Effort, 21 Laps Entertainment, 20th Century Studios, and TSG Entertainment, and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. They got the whole village together for this one. It is the 34th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I disagree with that. And the sequel to Deadpool and Deadpool 2. I, of course, do agree with that. The film is... Yep, Sylv is dead. Anyway, the film is directed by Shawn Levy from a screenplay he wrote with Ryan Reynolds, Rhett Reese, Paul Wernick, and Zeb Wells. Reynolds and Hugh Jackman star as Deadpool and Wolverine, respectively, alongside Emma Corrin, Marina Baccarin, Rob Delaney, Leslie Uggams, Aaron Stanford. Where have I heard? Have you seen Real Steel? Have you seen Real Steel? Because if you have... Anyway. Okay, a certain somebody I used to have contact with has seen Real Steel, but let's not dwell upon that any further. Anyway, we're just going to say what I just did and respectfully continue on. Anyway, Leslie Uggams, Aaron Stanford. He made Free Guy. Yeah, that too. Anyway, Leslie Uggams, Aaron Stanford, and Matthew Macfadyen, who my mom recognized from Succession, in supporting roles. I have not seen Succession. Anyway, my fat ass hasn't seen. You haven't seen anything. Mother of God. Anyway, Copper. Anyway, in the film, Deadpool is pulled from his quiet life by the Time Variance Authority, previously seen in Loki. And he partners with a reluctant Wolverine on a journey to save his universe. So yeah, very exciting. And the film is already very successful, I must say. I send minor spelling mistake. Anyway. Okay. The film is already very successful. It had a budget of $200 million and has already made $103.3 million worldwide. Already. Anyway. Shut it, you girl boy. Deadpool 3 is the best MCU film. Get ready for the long answer. Development on a third Deadpool film began at 20th Century Fox in November 2016, before Deadpool 2 was even finished, but was placed on hold after the studio was acquired by Disney in March of 2019. Control of the character was transferred to Marvel Studios, which began developing a new film still starring Ryan Reynolds. It integrates Fox's X-Men series with the MCU. I kind of disagree with that, but anyway. And retains the R rating of the previous films, making it the first MCU film to receive such a rating. Anyway, and so far it has received generally positive reviews from critics. Now you're probably wondering, why do you disagree? I love Spider-Man. I would say something about that, but I already used it up. Anyway, now, you might be saying, well, you know what, I'll say this in private. Anyway, back on topic, but you're probably thinking to yourself, why do you disagree? The Wikipedia page literally says it's in the MCU. Not quite. You see, yes, we do see the Avengers in the film, which technically that's not a spoiler, as we do see Avengers footage in the initial teaser trailer, so not a spoiler. And the Avengers are kind of a key theme in the movie, but thing is, Deadpool and Wolverine themselves in the film, and I can say this, they never officially enter the MCU at any point. In fact, most of the film takes place in the Void, which was previously seen in Loki. I wish there was clarification on what universe we're in. I mean, they try. Okay. They do kind of officially classify what universe Deadpool is from. They don't make it very clear what universe they're in the Views universe. Damn it, now I'm mad that Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes were not in this. Now I'm actually mad. God, this would have been right up their fucking alley. Anyway, but back on topic. Most of the movie takes place in the Void, which is not, it's kind of not in any universe. It's, yeah, I do remember that. And specifically, Scream 3, although never specified, takes place simultaneously with Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, specifically towards the end of Strike Back. Anyway, back on topic, but most of the film takes place in the Void, which is kind of not only away from the MCU, but imagine if Superman showed up. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, but okay, but most of it takes place in the Void, with the remaining percentage of the film taking place either at the TVA office or in, you know, the Fox or whatever the fuck universe this is, which, okay, this is technically not a spoiler, as I kind of suspected this was the case, but it did kind of it didn't ruin the movie for me, but this kind of bothered me. It is now official that Deadpool, again, I don't care. I know you don't care, but I'm doing this. Listen, I know this show only has 2 regular viewers and the occasional third one who may or may not be who I'm thinking it is, but still, I'm doing that in case. Like, if any other viewers happen across this and they want a review of the movie, but they don't want to get spoiled, it's less for you and more for others. Anyway, I do apologize if I sound like a picky bitch. Anyway. Okay, but I kind of suspected this would be the case going into it, but it did kind of throw me. So it's now official that Logan is canon to Deadpool 1 and 2. Okay, well that makes pretty logical sense, but here's why that, to me, sounds off. Not wrong, just off. Now, if Logan was set, like, in the far future, like, way after the Deadpools, that would make perfect sense. Because in Logan, the X-Men timeline was always... But yeah, you notice they didn't really make any... It's funny they go on about the timeline in this movie, but there's not a single joke cracked about the X-Men timeline. That is impressive. But anyway, if it were to take place... If Logan took place, like, far after the Deadpools, that would make perfect sense. But instead, the timeline placement is seemingly... Okay, the timeline placement is seemingly release order. So, Deadpool takes place, and then Logan happens in the middle, then Deadpool 2, then Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay, I suppose that makes sense, but here's why that kind of irks me a little bit. In Deadpool, mutants are pretty much everywhere. Like, mutants are pretty easy to find. They're not really in hiding at this point. But then in Logan, mutants are kind of a dead species. Like, they're out there, but there's not many of them left. And not only that, but the world has just kind of gone to shit in Logan. But then in Deadpool 2, which seemingly takes place after Logan, what's with the mutants? Why are they back? I thought this movie, because it seems to take place in between, I mean, it's not really clarified, but it seems to be implied. Kitty. Yeah, sure. Hey, read. Okay. I'm a mutant. My power is that I think I can walk through walls. If you know, you know. I don't. Anyway. But they don't really confirm it, but they seem to imply it. If Logan takes place in the middle of Deadpool 1 and 2, in between, then, yeah. Okay, I've seen superhero movie, but y'all two don't listen. Anyway. Okay, but if it takes place in between, that would mean we go from a mutant, well, human and mutant populated world, not really post-apocalyptic, but mutant extinct world, back to a mutant populated world. I don't know. Maybe Wade went to, like, the future. Like, maybe the opening takes place in the future, and Logan is, like, still alive at this time. But then that throws the plot off. Okay, Discord. Oh yeah, she is kind of bad. Anyway, okay, but like, I'm sure the timeline makes sense, but Logan's placement in the timeline is just all kinds of messy. But it doesn't ruin the movie. It just threw me for a loop. Again, it didn't ruin the movie. It just threw me for a loop. Like, okay, I don't know. Is it the same Logan? It's already made very clear. Basically, to start, I guess I'll go into spoiler territory. Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, goes hunting for this Logan, but he is no more. So his backup plan is to find another Logan from another universe. And it's by doing that he eventually happens across the blue and yellow suit Logan. They don't make it very clear where that Logan is from. They don't make it clear, like, is he from the 90s cartoon universe? Is he from a different one? But all we know is he's a Logan who has the blue and yellow suit. So the answer to that would be yes and no. This Logan did exist, but it's not the one he goes on the adventure with. So yeah. Okay, but anyway. But Deadpool and Wolverine. What's the plot? Like the actual plot. Maybe he's from Doctor Strange. Yeah, guess what? No, he isn't. That is made very clear. He's not from whatever universe Xavier was pulled from in Multiverse of Madness. Again, they never confirm it, but it's pretty obvious. I can tell that's the case because they would have brought up the Illuminati if that were the case. That and Xavier... Yeah. That and Xavier does not make any mention of having a sister in Multiverse of Madness. Cassandra Nova here knew an Xavier, and it's clearly not Illuminati Xavier. I have a sister. Wow, ADHD. Anyway. Okay, but but what's the plot of Deadpool and Wolverine? Well, I have several. Didn't you say this before? Anyway, even though I kind of gave, like, the super... I have 4. I have one sister. Specifically, my gene pool is... My gene pool in order is my brother, me, a baby boy who fucking died, my sister. Oh yeah, now you know that I have a dead brother. Yeah, I don't know if any of you knew that, but yeah, now you know. You are now not the only boy. Anyway, but there's some lore for you. Some really fucked up lore. But anyway, how he died. Honestly, I forgot. It was years ago. I don't remember. I'm not trying to sound rude or disrespectful. It gets brought up so damn little now. You gotta understand. Like, in the womb, I don't know. I, I, seriously, I don't remember shit about this brother of mine. I just don't. Not trying to sound rude, not trying to sound disrespectful. I just remember fuck all nothing. All I do know is that he probably didn't live to see, like, one. Is there a lore reason why I have cancer? Yes. At least he went out well sucking tit. Oh my god! I feel like I need to pray after this one. Oh my god. Y'all are beat up in the head. Anyway. Now I wish a certain somebody was here to see what you two just said, because I feel like even he would light y'all up. Anyway, but I've almost used up my 3 mentions. That's the dream, indeed. Anyway, back on topic, however. Lucky. Let's get back on track. But basically, the film picks up where Logan left off, before taking us back to where Deadpool 2 left off, before sending us forward. Can I have boobs? Here's your boobs. I mean, they ain't big or anything, but there's your boobs. No. My apologies. Can you make me have... My apologies. Thanks for clarifying. You now have boobs. Oh yeah, Spider, what the hell are you doing staring at my legs? Anyway, but... Okay. Anyway, back on topic, but basically, the film picks up where Logan left off, before taking us back to where Deadpool 2 left off, and then finally whisking us back to present day. You do have nice... Okay, but are you being ironic, or are you being serious? That's the real question. I just want to know what the irony to serious ratio is. Ironically serious. That's one way to say unironic. Anyway. Nah, it's ironic. Okay, I was just making sure. I only clarified that because our beloved Spider said that he stares at my legs sometimes, and then he just proceeded not to clarify if that was completely ironic or not. In my defense, I made a joke that my legs are hairier than his. But still, man, what the fuck? Sure, it doesn't. Anyway, but a comedian never tells if he's joking or not. Just like I can never tell you if I'm okay or not. Take a wild shot in the dark. That's up to the contestant. Take a wild shot in the dark. Am I okay or am I not? Should I stay or should I go? Anyway. Thought I needed to Thought I needed to burp. Anyway. Basically, from here on, the film basically shows Deadpool's life. He is retired from being the merc with a mouth. He is now just Should I spray or spray your blood? That's up to you. Anyway, back on topic. I decide you're okay. I wish you did. Anyway, but basically, from here on, we basically show Deadpool's life. He is retired. He is no longer the merc with a mouth. He's just man. Rex came. Oh yeah, there's the boy. Even though this is not in universe or in character. But anyway, it's cameo year. Yep. Anyway, but the film, from then on, shows us. After which, the TVA comes knocking at Deadpool's doorstep. Or rather, Blind Al's doorstep, but whatever. Oh, and it's also, after this, Deadpool gets a little gay with the TVA. Which it wouldn't be a Deadpool movie if it wasn't him being gay for an undiscernible amount of time. I am not even joking when I say that. Like, genuinely, the Asian girl was cute because Deadpool was pan. I actually did know that, but yeah, it would not be a Deadpool movie if his pansexuality wasn't just on full display. I blame this specific portrayal of Deadpool for a lot of things about myself. Are you? We're in. Are you in? Yes, no. Anyway, but basically, the TVA then captures Wade Wilson and recruits him to join the Sacred Timeline. It is then almost immediately that the TVA, quote, as I just said, almost immediately regrets. It is at this point that the TVA pretty much immediately regrets their decision. Insert the rest of the 2 hours here. Deadpool and Wolverine is a great movie. Like, genuinely. I wouldn't call it, like, No Way Home, but it's up there. Anyway, but it has a lot of great moments, a lot of great cameos. I just realized the subtitles are still on the TV. Are we sure I don't have a Western Aurelia? Anyway. Arigato, Sylv-chan. Anyway, but Deadpool and Wolverine is a great film. With great humor, great action, great everything. It even has our beloved Dogpool. Anyway, there was a certain something that I wanted to say. There was a certain joke that I wanted to make there, but I'll save it till the end of my review. I'll save the joke until the end of my review. Anyway, but basically, it's a great film. Although, here's why. Fakisha. Anyway, although here's what I was saying a minute ago. I said that I disagree on it being an MCU film. Well, other than it not taking place in the cinematic universe really at all, no, I don't count the TVA's office. That exists outside that jurisdiction, but I rate you as an MCU film, babe. I wish someone would call me babe. That was not the joke I wanted to make. I'm saving that joke until the end of the review. But anyway, but the reason why I disagree on Deadpool and Wolverine being a MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe film, really is not because it doesn't take place there at all. It's not because we only get cameos from characters in the universe. It's because, by and large, this film really is a love letter to the 20th Century Fox Marvel universe. Seriously, I expected it to get kind of dunked on, but no. They really gave it their all and just let the love shine. I mean, sure, they do a certain member of a certain team a little dirty, but it's also a sorry letter to Marvel fans for Ant-Man 3 and Eternals. I mean, yeah, you could also say that. Even though, honestly, I don't love Quantumania, but I also don't hate it. It's not the best, but I also don't think it's, like, unbearable. I love E-Turtles. Anyway, but I'm not lying. In fact, I'm not even touching Eternals. But anyway, wow, you're starting to sound like anyway. But shit. Yeah. Anyway, but that's going to kick off a lovely argument. But anyway. But it's very much a love letter to the Fox Marvel universe. Filled with, you know, great cameos, great tributes, callbacks, references, loving jabs. It's just a great little... And here's the thing. The Fox Marvel universe has had many films you could class as the end. Logan could have easily capped off there. Deadpool 2 could have easily capped off there. Okay, anyway. Dark Phoenix, terrible way to end, but it could have capped off there. And then for a while, it looked like New Mutants was the end. But now, I can officially say we have a proper farewell and a proper send-off to the 20th Century Fox era of the Marvel movies and of the Marvel characters. Ignoring the fact that one of the characters seen within the film... Oh yeah, that's just amazing. Might as well change the name to X-Women. It should have ended with Days of Future Past in terms of the main suit. I mean, yeah, could have capped off there as well, but Deadpool and Wolverine, to me now, is the perfect finale to the Fox Marvel universe. Ignoring the fact that one of the characters seen within this film is not under the 20th Century Fox or even the Disney umbrella, and is instead from a movie that was released by a company currently owned by Warner Bros. Discovery. Nate Gray, aka X-Man. I don't read the comics. Anyway, not saying that like I don't care, I just don't read the comics, so I wouldn't know that. But anyway. And, oh yeah. X-Man. XXX. What a name. True. Anyway, but Deadpool and Wolverine. And I can definitely tell that it was written... Look it up. I will, but not right now. XXX man. Took the words out of my mouth. Anyway. Now... Excuse me. Okay, but... Okay, what I was saying. But... I can definitely tell as well that Deadpool... Shut up. Okay, but I can definitely tell as well that Deadpool and Wolverine was very much written as a finale. Not just to the Deadpool character and the trilogy, but just the whole Fox Marvel universe. It felt very much like a proper send-off. The send-off that we should have gotten, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 years ago. Well, I mean, yeah, given how successful it already is, and the fact they are seemingly teasing the two of them returning in Secret Wars. Yeah, it seems likely that the perfect ending I'm describing will be ruined. It does have a perfect ending, though. I mean, like Toy Story 3 level perfect. Plus Ian McKellen, yeah. Don't forget him, yeah. But, yeah. But, Deadpool and Wolverine. I really can't think of it. I was trying to think of, like, positives, negatives. There's not really... I liked him as... Yeah, he's great. I apologize if it seems like I'm ignoring you. I'm not. I'm just giving my review of the movie. Anyway, but... I'm trying to think of, like, positives and negatives, but really the positives far outweigh the negatives. Fart. I fucking said before, I cannot fart on command. Anyway, but I think the positives of this movie really outweigh the negatives. In fact, really, the only negative isn't even a negative at all. It's something that I just thought was humorous. So, pretty much, what are the negatives? What did I just say? The positives outweigh the negatives. I can't really think of any negatives. The only negative I can think of isn't really a negative, more so a funny observation mixed with a missed opportunity. I can't help you talk while I'm typing. Hi. Anyway, so pretty much all of the big Marvel Fox characters get some kind of conclusion in this film. To some capacity. Some capacity. But I noticed a particular group of characters basically got completely forgotten. The New Mutants. New Mutants, in terms of release order, the credits were really nice. Yeah. Does Cyclops. Cyclops does not appear. I mean, other than, like, the credits that Spider just described, Cyclops does not appear. Which, that is something I did want to bring up. That's something I did want to bring up. Yeah, that is true. Anyway, that is something I did want to bring up. Okay. For this, I kind of have to go a little bit off topic. So, when Knuckles, the Paramount Plus original series, was announced, pretty much most of the Sonic movie cast was returning, except for one, James Marsden. Marsden was noticeably absent from the cast, and from the trailers and all the marketing. It was looking like James Marsden would not return for Knuckles. Knuckles premiered, and indeed, that's the case. 6 episodes, Donut Lord himself is completely absent. Mentioned, but absent. Many people were thinking, something is up here. And what was that something? Many people pointed at Deadpool and Wolverine, which would have been in production around the same time. James is expensive. I knew that, but I'm still going to keep going. No, I knew that James Marsden is expensive, but I'm still going to keep going. Anyway, but many people pointed at Deadpool and Wolverine, because it would have been in production around the same time as Knuckles. So many people were thinking, does that... Heath Bell? Man, autocorrect really fucked you up there. Anyway, but many people were thinking, does this mean he's in Deadpool and Wolverine as Cyclops and that's why he couldn't be in Knuckles? Even I was thinking that going into it. Like, I'm not saying this was all I cared about, but I was like, James Marsden has to be in this somewhere. He wasn't. Which brings us back to what Spider just said. James is expensive. Yeah, I feel like that was more realistically the case with Knuckles. Yeah. Yeah. I would assume that's why, as well, him supporting Brian Peck, but Knuckles would have been in production prior to the documentary releasing. So, I don't imagine that, well, granted, I imagine, yeah, you just noticed your brutal spelling mistake. Yep. Autocorrect done fuck you. Anyway, but I would imagine that would be the case, but Knuckles would have been in production. Yeah, you moron. Anyway, but I would imagine that Knuckles was in production prior to the documentary. And even if it had finished after it released, I don't think that would have been enough to kick him out. And then Spider, now he's in Sonic 3. Was it even confirmed that James Marsden was coming back for 3? Or are you just, like, pulling shit out your coochie? Reed. I think Heath Bell is a baseball player. I wouldn't know. Heath Bell is Drake's brother. I would assume he would be. I would assume so as well, but again, quiet on set. So yeah. I don't know shit about him. But anyway. But yeah, back to Deadpool and Wolverine. Now I'm gonna commit die. Haha. Okay, but what? Okay, but Deadpool and Wolverine. Really, I can't think of any negatives. Maybe they'll kill him off screen because of the controversy, but the films are too... Not even that. I think they'll just do what Knuckles did for the entire runtime. He's out of town. And they'll just keep saying that and hope you don't question how he's been out of town for this long. Either that or they'll go full silly and make sure that he's conveniently in another room of wherever the characters are in, perfectly in every scene, no matter the circumstance. And of course they'll do some ADR to get an actor that kind of sounds like James Marsden, enough for you to not really hear a difference, but just distinct enough to where you can tell it's not him. Watch me be right. You don't want me to be you don't want me to be right, but watch me be right. But then my thing is, going back to Deadpool and Wolverine, if they couldn't or didn't want to get James Marsden as Cyclops, why didn't they just get whoever played him in Future Past, Apocalypse, and Dark Phoenix? Yeah, I did not mean to say that, but yeah, my question is, if they didn't get James Marsden or didn't want to, why didn't they get young Cyclops as actor? I feel like he would have been up to it. Disney with everything, pretty much. I don't want you to be straight, aka Disney. Okay, but I just spent 50 minutes just about rambling about this movie. Let's not go into woke culture right now. Save that for next season. Anyway, well, I hope you enjoy waiting until 2025. Because I consider each year to be a season. So basically, July 1st to December 31st of this year will be season 1. But anyway, I guess I'll give my final thoughts on Deadpool and Wolverine. It's a great film. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have great chemistry. They always do, but especially here. All of the cameo actors are great as always. The music is amazing. Like a Prayer is going to be on repeat forever now because of this movie. God, what else? It's as I said, it's a great send-off to the 2000s era of Marvel. It's funny. It's heartwarming. It's heartbreaking at times. It's everything you could ever ask for, and then some. And the best part is, it didn't have Mexican pool. There's the joke I wanted to make earlier. But anyway, go see it if you want. Even if you only end up seeing it in theaters once, make fun of me. You're tiny. Anyway, but yeah, go see it if you're able to. Make fun of me. Oh yeah, Sylve here kept saying on the previous episode, I'm using my Rose toy. Come to find out, Sylve did not know that a Rose toy is actually a sex toy. I was informed of that later. The origins of that were hearing it from a friend of theirs. That friend set you up. That friend wanted to end your friendship with somebody else. That friend wanted you crucified. I just said it. That friend wanted you crucified. But yeah, Deadpool and what he does in Discord call. I don't know. I'm not in calls with you and your friend. I don't know. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, that. Plays that clip. I did a brain stupid. But yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. Great movie. Now playing in theaters in the US at least. I don't know if it's out in Canada yet, but it's out in the US. Go see it as many times as you can. Even if you are only able to see it once, just go see it. Yep, there's that audio. Okay, but great movie. Great movie. I'm now going to use my third mention. I'm permitting myself 3 mentions. I just used 2 of them. I'm now going to use my third. There's a certain somebody I wish I could talk to about this movie, but unfortunately they're not here. And there's my 3 mentions. The counter will refill come next episode. So yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. I never said that. I just said it won't refill until the next episode. I permit myself 3 per episode. I have used up my 3 for this one. I said that. I permit. Anyway, but Deadpool and Wolverine, great movie. Go see it. Yes, yes, yes. Fun, fun, fun. D. Reynolds. Anyway, but... Okay, we just spent 55 minutes of an hour-and-a-half show talking about a 2-hour, 7-minute movie that is peak cinema. I probably could end this episode here, but I don't want to. Although I will say, I think next week, Deadpool and Wolverine is a movie. It's a peak movie. I will say, though, this just came to my mind. On the previous incarnation of Is SpongeBob in it? Sadly, no. Anyway, I will say, though, on the previous incarnation of this show, which does not exist anymore, I reviewed Kung Fu Panda 4 twice. I know I just held up 4 fingers, but I reviewed Kung Fu Panda 4 twice. The first time on the day that I saw it in theaters. And then I reviewed it again the following week, 7 days later, basically to see if it still holds up, you know, if I still enjoy it. Turns out I did, and I'm a part of the problem. But yeah, I think I might do that again with Deadpool and Wolverine. So basically, here's the initial spoiler-free... Yeah, I heard. Anyway, I just said I heard, and I'm not... Anyway, but I think I'm going to do that again with Deadpool and Wolverine. So basically, tonight, you're getting the spoiler-free, you know, spoiler-free review. And then maybe next week, so next Friday or next Saturday, I might do a spoiler-free one, or spoiler, you just spoiled half of it. That's only because you said you don't care about spoilers. You said that word for word, audience. Plus, here's the thing. I didn't actually spoil any of the, like, super juicy details. I mean this affectionately. Okay. I know hate is a strong word, but I mean this affectionately. I hate you guys. No, I won't. Come back for my spoiler-free, or spoiler review, not spoil... Fuck me sideways, okay. Come back for my spoiler review when I do that. Anyway, but... there was a certain joke I wanted to make with your emoji choice, but again, I already used my 3 mentions. I'm waiting for the counter to refill. But anyway. Alright. Emojis are emojis. I'm joking, piss nuts. Nig knock. Nig knock. Piss. Well, anyway, we are at 59 minutes. As much as I would love to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine all night, I want to save that for some other time, so... Sure. Anyway, and before you say, you didn't read... Yes, I did just read. Anyway... Okay, alright. Funny image time. It's time for the funny image. It's time for the funny image. Time for the funny image. Time for the fuck. Time to take a shit. Oh, there's a good one. Here's a Homer smear frame. Moving on. Anyway, but... Alright, is there anything else you would like to hear me talk about for the time to take a shit, burps instead? Anyway, is there anything else you would like to hear me talk about for the remainder of this episode? Basically until, like, I don't know what time, but... Yeah, the remainder of this episode. Is there anything you would like to hear for the remaining runtime? I'm directing that to both of you, audience. Talk about X-Men 1 and 2. I'm only going to do that if Spider doesn't have any conflicting topics. Like, if there's not... If he doesn't want to hear about anything else, then I'll talk about those, but... Nope. Okay, I guess I'm talking about X-Men. Well, I'm not really going to talk X-Men 2. I'm just going to talk X-Men 1 because that's the one that I watched recently. I haven't watched X-Men 2 in a while, so I'm just going to talk the first one because that's the one I watched recently. X-Men, the first film from 2000. It really good. Like, really good. Again, I wouldn't call it a perfect movie by any means, but by all accounts, it's a great film. It's a good movie. Do I wish they had their, you know, iconic suits and such? Yes, I do. But at the same time, I get it, you know, this was the early 2000s. Plus, am I the only one that actually likes the black leather suits for the X-Men? I mean, I love the colorful suits, but the black just looks so nice. It's not better. Yeah, that. It was one of the first truly good comic book movies since Batman '89. Yeah, I do. Okay, Spider disagrees, so let's not argue. I repeat, not argue. Believe it or not, I agree with you on the suits. Oh, look, the first time in a long time that somebody agrees with me. It only took, let's see, a whole summer? Anyway. Okay, but X-Men. You're probably expecting me to have more in-depth. I liked it. I would say that I do too, but number one, wrong platform. Number two, oh wait, what did I say? I don't hate them, but the excuse to make them all black is dumb. Yeah, fair enough. It would look bad on screen. Okay, yeah, that is a dumb excuse. Anyway, but... Suitsist. Anyway, but... You're probably expecting me to have way more in-depth... Yeah, he's suitsist. Okay. You're probably expecting me to have way more in-depth thoughts about X-Men 1, but I really don't. It's just a good movie. It's not a masterpiece by any means, but on the grand scale of comic book movies, it's pretty good. And that's all I really can say about it. Again, my apologies if I have, like, next to no thoughts about it. Was actually partially filmed in my city. Neat. Also, I'm not saying which one. Fair enough. You wonder why I covered the library's address on the previous one. Even though it's really no secret where in the country I am. And it's especially no secret that redacted. It's too goofy and colorful. Bro, the point of X-Men is to be special in your own way and show your personality. The all black. Yes! The X-Men were the original woke agenda. That was too easy. That was too easy. Way too easy. Anyway. Okay. Now, who wants to hear me get indecisive? I'm not reading that. Anyway, who wants to hear me get indecisive? Indecisive. Who wants to hear it? Get indecisive. Become ungovernable. Okay. So, on the previous episode, where I talked about Deadpool 1, I said that not this episode that you're watching right now, but that on tomorrow's episode, Saturday, July 27th, previously on Spider-Man. Okay. I said on the previous episode, I'm just looking up the name of the game so I don't... okay, there it is. Alright. There it is. On the previous episode, where I talked about Deadpool 1, I asked Spider for a suggestion, topic suggestion, not for this episode. This episode was always going to be... Can you shut up and let me finish? Anyway, I said that on this episode, Jesus Christ, on last night's episode, where I talked about Deadpool 1, actually I do have a question when you're done, save it for when I'm done, but anyway, on the previous episode, so last night's episode, I asked Spider for a topic suggestion for the Saturday, July 27th episode, because Friday, July 26th was always going to be Deadpool and Wolverine, no matter what, even if I did not see the movie opening day. Anyway, but he suggested the My Little Pony mobile game. Specifically, My Little Pony Magic Princess, which is a mobile game that is miraculously still being updated to this day. It's a fucking gigabyte in size. Because it's been updated since the 2010s. And they are still damn updating it. I love continued support, but at that point, why not just make a brand new game entirely? Okay, very loose. Anyway. Now I was considering covering that on this episode. Or not on this episode, but on the next episode. I was considering covering that aforementioned mobile game. But Spider went to Walmart earlier at 3:08 p.m., went to Walmart, and found a vinyl record. He didn't buy it, but because he doesn't have a record player, but found a vinyl record related to a certain Disney film. Anyway, I'm going to let my indecisiveness really show on full display. I'm going to put up a poll on this channel, and I want both of you to vote on the poll. Which of the two options get, well, three options. I'm going to put up a poll, but whichever of these options gets the most votes is what tomorrow night's live stream will be about. However, well, not just which one gets the most votes, but which one generates the most interest will get the most votes. Let me try that again. Whichever option on the poll either gets the most votes or generates the most interest will be tomorrow night's live stream. However, even if I don't choose one of the topics, one of them that doesn't get chosen will still be covered at a later date. Now, before I put up the poll, I have just one simple rule. You cannot fake your votes. You cannot log into another account and vote from there. You have to solely vote on your main account. Do not log in on any others. I feel bad. It's okay. It's okay. But anyway. Can I ask now? Go ahead. I will put the poll up after you ask. I mean, I do play games, but, like, not super often. I'm aware that's just the answer of all time, but yeah. I have games, I have game consoles, I don't play video games super often, however. Yes, I have a Switch. I can already tell this is leading to friend code, I think. I could give, yeah. I'm pretty sure you already did, and either I did or you did, I'm pretty sure, but, okay. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to put up the poll. Okay, anyway, I'm going to put up the poll on the channel. I'm directing this to both of you, Spider and Sylv. Cannot log in on any other accounts to fake any votes. Whichever one either gets the most votes or generates the most interest, I will do tomorrow night. But I'll still save the other one for another time. So, 3, 2, 1. The poll is public. Both of you may now go vote. I need milk. Anyway. I kind of suspected it wasn't sexual. Yeah. One time I drank expired chocolate milk by complete accident. Hey, just to clarify, I said complete accident. But anyway, the poll is public, so whatever you want to see on tomorrow night's live stream, you can vote for it, I guess. I don't expect any votes, but it's still worth trying. I like to have fun, okay? Even though this show only has 2 regular viewers and is pretty much the equivalent of a rundown bar, I still like making sure that the people who watch this bullshit have fun. Okay. I cast my vote. Okay, so comment. I don't see any oh. Okay, review a Lego game. Well, you didn't say which one, so I'll guess I'll decide that overnight. Okay, Spider, I know you're not much of a poll person. Any Lego game. Okay, Spider, I know you're not much of a poll person, but if you want, you can go vote on the poll to decide what you would like to see for tomorrow night's live stream. Again, if you don't want to, that's perfectly fine, but the poll is there if you want to vote on a topic. So yeah. But yeah, which topic will we do tomorrow? Tell us what you used to catch a master. I'm assuming that's Pokemon related, which if it is, I don't know because I don't play the Pokemon games. I am not caught up on the anime. Oh. I just assumed because all the words. Okay, so what is this then? The answer is, oh. Masturbate, funny. Penis. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, we have another comment. Oh. Oh, God. Okay, well, Spider has cast his vote on the poll. Smash or pass on Marvel and DC character. I guess I should have expected that one. Well, guys, what would you like to see me do on tomorrow night's episode? Smash or pass, review a Lego game, or some other topic? The first time I heard the word masturbate, I was like, wait, who's the meth? Okay, well, we have an interesting vote here. Okay, well, what would you like to see on the next episode? Reviewing a Lego game, Marvel and DC, Smash or pass, or some other topic? Which would you like to see? Lego game, okay. What about you, Spider? I don't really know how I can get an hour out of Smash or pass, but okay. Smash or pass is overrated. Fair enough. I'm just going to decide overnight. I don't know which I'm going to go with, but you will find out which topic I go with soon enough. Soon enough. Let's play Obama, Trump, Biden. Marry Obama. I can't say it about Trump, but eliminate Trump. Biden just kind of exists. In fact, he's already kind of withering away. So we can't really do anything to or with Biden. I never said that. I'm just saying Biden is old as fuck and he's kind of withering away, so not really much you can do to him. Don't cheat. I'm not cheat. I'd smash Biden. Executive producer, ill old man. The world is waiting. The world is waiting. Read. Oh wait. I did read. I literally did. I read. I just read. But yeah. It didn't say. Oh, yeah, I was about to say. Give me a Rainbow Dash. Too easy. Too easy. Oh, yeah. Rainbow Dash, Twilight Sparkle, Applejack. Discord. I just saw. Yeah, basically, with Biden. That, yeah, basically. But yeah, to you, Sylv. Rainbow Dash, Twilight Sparkle, Applejack. I mean, yeah, yeah. But who's hotter of the two? Rainbow Dash or Twilight Sparkle? Who's the hotter of the two? Aren't they kidding? You just had to make this awkward. I would. Solid choices. But thanks, Spiderific. Thank you. Appropriate reaction. Again, they're fictional. I'd marry and F both. Yep. We all would. My brain empty. No thoughts. Okay. Depends. It depends the mood I'm in. But today I say I marry Twilight, but sometimes I want to see what their feelings would be like. Same. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, it is. It is 12. A lot of things make me cry. All thoughts related to my future. I think a better question is, why does this show just kind of dissolve into horny, is the better question. Is she stupid? Yes. Yeah. I'm not putting you on timeout, but I am removing that. Just to avoid correction, I'm gay. You are now ungayed. And that's how you start. Yep, that is indeed how you start a war. Trump 20. You didn't sell out. Or I didn't sell out, I bought in. Nice. Anyway, okay. It is 12:27 a.m. We are at 86 and a half, almost 87 minutes. Is there anything you would like to see before we wrap up? Wow. Okay. We are at... Okay, well... Now we're at 87. I'm a go. Okay, well, have a day. Have a day. Spider, you don't normally leave this early, but no worries. This episode's almost over anyway, so if you want to catch up on the outro, there's always the replay, but see ya. Have a day. Thor go, Hulk stay. Anyway. Well, I mean, at least he left right before the end of the episode, so it's not like he's missing too much. Anyway, I don't really have time for too much of anything else, but talk about Kick-Ass. Can you let me finish for a second? I don't have time for too much of anything else. I try to keep this show under... I know this show goes on for like an hour and a half, but I generally try to keep it under 100 minutes, so under 2 hours. But anyway, is there anything you would like to hear about before we wrap up this episode for the night? Is there anything you would like to see me cover on a future episode besides the topic for tomorrow night? Just, if there's anything at all, speak now, or forever hold your peace. While you do that, I will put these back on the shelf. Kick-Ass. Okay, here's my super brief, condensed review of Kick-Ass, because parts of it were filmed in my city. That's neat. I know for a fact I've seen Kick-Ass, but per my luck, I can't really think, I can't think of anything specific. I know for a fact I've seen it, but I can't think of any specific details or dialogue or anything from it. I may have to rewatch it. I know you were probably hoping for like an actual... That's cool. Anyway, I know you were probably hoping for like an actual review. Maybe someday. My girlfriend at the time was Hitman. That's cool. Anyway, I know you were probably hoping for like an actual review of Kick-Ass, but hey, girl, not wow. Anyway, I know you're probably crazy. Yes, crazy indeed. I know you were probably hoping for like an actual more in-depth review, but yes, that is Jimmy Fallon. Anyway, but I'm sorry, but I don't care for him. Fair enough. Anyway, but okay, but yeah. Yeah. I've seen Kick-Ass, no I have, but I can't really think of any specific things that I remember from it. All I do recall is it's a good movie and I may have to rewatch it. Sorry for that, but yeah. You know what? I got at least 2-3 more minutes before I have to wrap this up, so, Kick-Ass was based on a comic. I did know that, but never read the aforementioned comic. Okay, now, I would hate to cut you off. I would hate to, because it sounds rude, but it's getting a little late. And I like to keep this show under 100. I don't think you read comics anyway. I have a few comics, but comics are not something I read regularly. Anyway, now, to you, audience, I would hate to cut you off, but it is getting a little late, and I generally try to keep this show under 100 minutes, well under. So, it's time for Eat Your Cereal, Let Me Finish. So it's time for a 2-for-1 double whammy. Topic suggestion time as well as feedback time. So, I already asked for topic suggestions for tomorrow's stream, and I'm still deciding which of the two I'm going with. But I'm just going to ask for topics in general. So, not for tomorrow night's live stream specifically, but what is a topic you would like to see me cover on a future stream, just in general? Any topic. Besides the one you voted on, or... Yeah, indeed you did. Anyway. But what's a topic you would like to see me cover on a future live stream? Not just tomorrow night, but in general. SpongeBob movie. Okay, I guess I'll do that one eventually. When, I don't know, but eventually. Alright, I'm going to end the episode with this. It's time for feedback time. What's that mean? Well, I'm going to let you give feedback on both this episode and the show in general. Specifically, I want feedback on, you know, how would you rate this episode out of 10? Serious answers only. Is there anything you would improve about this show? Oh wait, I'll just say this. I'm waiting. Okay, yeah, that is fun, so there's some good feedback. Okay, if there is anything you would improve or revise moving forward, what would it be and why? Again, serious answers only. Not really to do with the show, but noted. Okay, this time the show. If there's anything you would improve or revise about this show moving forward, what would it be and why? Even though, yeah, that is a serious answer, serious request, but keep it on topic. Okay, no worries. This wasn't why I had the feedback segment. I am the wrong person to ask. Okay. I know I said I used up my 3 mentions earlier, but I guess I'll work this in at the end as a part of feedback time. If the whole 3 mentions, he who shall not be named, or a 4th one. Okay. Anyway, I guess I'll work this into feedback time. I apologize if the whole 3 mentions, he who shall not be named, and redacted gag is annoying, or gags are annoying. I do mean those gags in good fun. Like, I know it seems like it's not, clearly, but I don't mean any harm when I make that a recurring bit on the show. I don't mean to annoy. I'm just trying to make fun out of a otherwise irritating and destroying situation. But if you would like for me to use the gag less, maybe once or twice an episode instead of 3 times, feel free to say it. If you think the running gag is perfectly fine, I'm too much of a pussy. Okay. I'll just interpret that as the gag can get a little annoying at times, but otherwise keep it. That's just how I'll interpret that. Yeah. Now I'm just too much of a pussy. Fair enough. But anyway, yeah, just saying, if I don't mean any harm with that little running gag, it's not meant to be malicious or hateful. And if I do say something kind of rude sounding, it's make of that what you will. And if I do say something kind of rude sounding as a part of that whole running gag, it's most definitely or most likely a joke. Okay, but this ran a little longer than expected. I think we're going to cap off tonight's episode here. What we're covering tomorrow night, you are forgiven, my daughter. Namaste. Anyway. Okay. Tuck that back in because otherwise that would get pretty bad. Anyway. Alright. Tomorrow, alright. So, what we're covering on tomorrow night's episode? No, can I tuck you into bed? I would do that little gag, but that would be kind of hard to set up. So unfortunately, you don't get the visual for that, just the answer of yes. But anyway, what we're covering on tomorrow night's episode, no idea yet. I have not yet decided. But until then, that's all the time we have for tonight. Tonight's episode is brought to you by John Cena, yep. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight. But always remember, eat your cereal, go to bed, to be continued. God made you special and he loves you very much. Good night. And fuck. Okay, that's a good note to end on.